Hello everyone, this is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Today I am going to review the so waited, guess what, HMS Rodney. Yeah, it will come most likely after the update, which will be in next month. I still don't know how many coins it will cost on the rank store, but this is going to be fairly expensive. I expect around maybe 2,000, 3,000. We shall see. Just in case if you are not aware, this is the rank store. So this is the place where you can get all your ships or all your equipment, and Ronnie is going to be here. So is this free battleship that comes from the ranked store going to be enough in order to be competitive? I'm going to tell you my point of view regarding this. So first of all, let's first see the configuration, and then afterwards let's assess it with other battleships, let's put it this way. So here we have actually two missiles. You can decide what to put over here. Mika, a lot of people are talking about Mika. I don't know what the fuss is all about, but well, you have two missiles over here. On the cannon, you have a locked one, with a burst damage of 141, reload of 10 seconds. Okay, so it is average cannon. You have another 4 cannons over here with a burst damage of 82, but the reload is 5.6. So as you can see, this is a type of battleship that has a very big burst on its main cannon, and also it has the secondary cannon to continue attacking every 5.6 seconds. Similar to what you will expect with something that you use like, for example, Joaquin or Yamato X. You have a slot of 2 grenades over here. Of course, that depends on what you have. We have another helicopter here, the Wildcat, which mainly has 2 torpedoes, but also you have the machine gun as well, which is air and surface. In addition to that, you have 2 autocannons. You can put anything you want over there. A little bit short on the autocannons. I will expect that if you have 3 or 4, it will be best, but well, 2 is not so bad. And total air defenses, you have a total of 3 customizable air defenses. This is best with a laser, because you have 3. Here you have another 2. Again, you can put whatever you want. In this case, I'm putting Talos. And you have the Aster over here. So in total, we have a total of 6 air defenses. That's not a lot of air defenses. However, this air defense Aster has proven to be fairly effective, but we are going to see what happens in a couple of matches. Let's go into a test. Yeah. So we will be able to see the potential burst damage. Of course, as you know, I am not putting an equipment that has autocannons that's going to attack other ships. So instead of that, we are going to rely entirely on the equipment for the burst damage. So you are going to see over here, let me see, I'm going to aim properly over here. We are talking around a total of, and if I launch the missiles, a total of around 284k burst damage. Of course, it depends on what you have with you. That is going to be vary a little bit. Something interesting about this battleship: most of the equipment it's in the front. Yeah, so yeah, that's actually quite interesting. But the cannons are in the back, so that's again something to keep in mind. The cannons are in the back, but the main cannons are going to be in the front. Same with the grenade launcher. So the idea here is very simple. When you are starting to pick up, you open your attack with your main cannon, and then as the battleship continues to go through, then you are going to use the rest of your equipment. Of course, you are going to use the missiles to your discretion. Ideally, you want to have something that has fast reload because you only have 1 missile. So let's see what we are dealing with the helicopter over here, right? So as you can see, it has the same type of torpedoes as the Merlin. that was hit. So let's try with this one over here, right? IJN YAMATO. So we see that we can launch a total of, let's see, four torpedoes. So that's quite a bit, with a potential burst damage of 84. If we continue our assault, we can see that with the cannons we can do around, oh my god, the cannons, they don't stop. What? They are not. I don't know if this needs to be fixed, but that's insane that you have such a, a helicopter that is, oh my god, yeah, okay, so finally stops. So yes, you have a helicopter that's able to just to shoot and shoot and shoot. That is quite interesting over here. Of course, I'm not expecting this cannon to hit submarines, but that's why you have the torpedoes over here, right? So if you have another submarine coming your way, you can always launch your torpedoes and do a fairly good amount of damage. 84 is actually very good. Now let's finish the test drive. I'm going to compare it against other battleships, obviously, because it's free to play. It's not going to be like on par with some crazy battleships out there. But what I'm more interested to see is the comparison with the main cannons and the secondary cannons. Of course, the grenade launcher, you can put anything you want over there, and same with the missiles. So this is considered something that is going to rely more on DPS over time rather than just to a big burst. Yeah, that's why I want to look at something. For example, if I grab, and let's focus on the main cannon, right? 141 every 10 seconds. So if we grab something, for example, like Alsace, we are talking about a burst damage of 208 with a reload of 11. So obviously Alsace is one of the best battleships in the game. So we are talking around a difference of 60k, and that needs to be covered with the other equipment that you have. Of course, Alsace has the 4 grenade launchers, but remember with Rodney, you also had a secondary cannon which you can continue attacking more recently, and that's why I want to compare it with something else. So secondary cannon, again, burst damage of 82 every 5.6 seconds. So that is something similar to what we will see, for example, with Yamato Aegis, which has a cannon that does 48 damage, but its reload is faster. So it is pretty much comparable to the other battleships that we have. It's slightly minor, but again, it's all good. Regarding health-wise, for example, Rodney has a total of 611, in contrast to Super Alsace, for example, which has a durability of 572. So you are seeing over here that, and same here with the, well, Hood is actually not fully upgraded. Musashi against 546, right? Yamato against 576. So Rodney has more durability. Yeah, so this is a battleship that actually, again, as I mentioned, you want to use that second cannon to continue doing burst damage, including your grenade launcher. So it is, I already tested it. If we see a little bit on the speed, it's 18 knots, maneuverability is 9.1. So it's an average speed for a battleship. Is not extremely, I mean, slightly less than average, but it is a good speed. It feels a little bit sluggish when you use it, so that's something to take into account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it into a match against the bots, and then I will use it against players. I already uploaded a video against players. You can see me test it over there. How it looks, well, it looks fantastic. Actually, I like the design as well. It's quite unusual to see the tower of the captain a little bit in the back instead of more in the center, and the cannons are in front as well. So Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, for Christ's sake, it is a free battleship, right? We have to see how much is going to be on the ranked store, but this is a complete competitive battleship that can be used in ranked. Absolutely. The only thing that is lasting a little, just a tiny little bit, of course, is on the air defenses, but of course that depends on a lot of factors, right? What type of air defenses you have. Remember, you can start your assault with your first cannon, and then afterwards you continue doing the assault with the secondary cannon and the grenade launcher. Of course, depends what grenade launcher you have. I think he is still hiding, and it's hard to be seen from here. Ah, there you go. There he is. So it is absolutely a brawler. I think I will feel confident to bring this like on a one-on-one. It's actually very, very nice battleship, I will say so. I was even thinking of getting the last days the Yamato Aegis because I like a battleship that has a secondary cannon that is able to roll quickly. That's just me. So yeah, and of course I used to be a battleship aficionado. At some point I thought, oh, I want to really master battleships and I want to just rank up with them. Of course, they're very good. I'm fairly average or good with battleships. But of course, ACBs proved to be maybe more consistent for me at the end. Who knows? I will do a rank up session with battleships. So remember, you have two cannons, auto cannons, and you can say what to put in it. With AFES, I am able to completely be able to be covered, let's put it this way, against that submarine. It was about time that we have someone hitting us because I was just there enjoying the view, right? Here we have the submarine. Have to remember to use our missiles more often. But overall, it is very, very, very good. Yeah, again, it feels a little bit slow. That's the only small downside to it. But it is an absolutely upgrade to Jin Yamato. Although I mean, I really love Jin Yamato. But of course, the air defenses. And Missouri, I mean, I know it's good. I have not been a fan, maybe because of air style. Sorry, my style of play. I like just to stand ground and continue shooting the secondary cannon, which I recommend always to open the attack with it, if I'm honest. So we are going to see over here the match over here. Of course, we are going to see the statistics. We are not able to completely test, of course, the air defenses, but it's doing its thing, right? So now we are going to bring it into an online match. You see, I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I already recorded a video when I won a match with it. So win or lose, I don't mind. At the moment, there is a lot of content creators out there. I think they saw that this Rodney is out. I am not exception, of course, and they are testing it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see a couple of them out there. We shall see if we see midway with Hellcat. That's going to make us see how it fares with the air defenses. But of course, again, it's going to be better than now. Not called. It's going to be way better than the Jin Yamato and Missouri. Will I consider getting this? Absolutely, it's a free battleship. I mean, what else do you want in life, right? It is a battleship. It is able to stand ground. These people don't like opening the map, which is concerning. We have a hero player on the other side, and we have a Joaquin on the enemy team. So that will be interesting. Let's see what we can do with this Wildcat over here. Yeah, we have let's see how we fare with this new helicopter. I'm going to send it back, right? And of course, I am going not to play too crazy over here because I want to make sure to make the most of it, but at the same time, I have to make sure that my teammates do not die, right? We have a cruiser that is going to, I think it's going to die soon. So I think the best approach over here is to go from this side to support our fellow over here. I'm going to use a speed up, and yes, you have a reduction of damage that you can use, and have an increase of speed, which is going to allow you to go up to 21 knots, which is actually fairly good. Okay, let's see how we are going to deal with this. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we have our first exchange over here, and it's going to be a win. Yeah, we dealt with that one, and of course we're going to have someone on a fan on that side. So we are going to start retreating a little bit. It's a little bit annoying sometimes the buttons get stuck and I stop turning. Yeah, something wrong with my buttons, not funny. But as you can see, even with my problems over here on the turning, I was still able to have a good exchange over there. Let's see what we are dealing over here. We have this lovely helicopter over here that's trying to be a fan, so we are just going to go to town. We did that one. I don't think if that player in front of us dies, we will not be able to win this. So I'm going to put myself ahead. Don't mind if I lose. Of course, we have someone that is hiding over there, and oh well, that is just the way that it is, right? He's not going to allow us to freely support our teammate, so that's annoying. Yeah, we have someone over here that is been very, very annoying, and he blocked our view. I am not too happy with this match, so I think I will do another one. I want to have a fair fight. Yeah. No, not a fair fight. I mean, like, I want to have like a fight that matters, not just against someone just hiding behind its block. So let's see. We are not going to win this one. We agree on that. We agree on that. But we are going to at least go and have a good match over here, and that's what we want to see, right? Okay, so Joaquin, let's see what we are able to do with Joaquin over here on the house. Yep. Oh, am I able? I'm going to be able to win against Joaquin. Almost. So as you can see, I was able to pretty much have a 1-on-1 against Joaquin. I actually like that. Very good match. Let's see how we did over here. Of course, the cannon is the one that didn't miss the most damage. When the launcher second, and fairly good damage with the cannon as well. Air defenses, we're talking, especially the new one, 36% accuracy. So not too hot over there. Let's try a second match. Hopefully this time, I have to try to make the Rodney be good, right? But at the same time, these are real matches at the end of the day. And of course, we're going to see, and I'm going to tell you my final thoughts about it at the end of the day. Also, disclaimer, playing and commentary at the same time. Yeah, sometimes that is also not the best recipe for doing the best. But let's see how it goes. Again, it's tricky because if you have teammates over here that just like to suicide themselves, I mean, what can we do, right? And especially we have lovely teammates with proper ships on the other side, right? So let's see. We have a content creator ongoing on the right side, so and we are going to support the destroyer over here, because he's going to be the main target of the destroyer over here. So we are going to start advancing that way and giving support. We also have, of course, the to add insult to injury. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. That's just the way that it is, right? He died so quickly. Again, as you can see, the turning is takes time. It takes time to turn. The maneuverability is not the best. I will really suggest you to save the speed up. Just as I finish turning, here we have this wonderful fellow here coming against us. And they got the first shot, so we have to go out. We have to leave, because yeah, that didn't go well with us. Good. So, but we had a very good exchange at the end. Let's see if I am able to take out the helicopter. We also need to, let's see. Okay, the helicopter is out. Let's see if we are able to do some good damage over here. I was able to at least launch the torpedoes. And again, my whole team is dead again. So that's quite a shame. And of course, we're going to have the end of times. But we're going to see how it fares against anti-ballistic missiles. It was okay. Ish. Okay. So we have our wonderful fellow over here. I don't think we're going to survive this. Yeah. Completely out. And speed is something that I'm seeing that is not the best in this battleship. Not the speed, I think it's more the maneuverability. So I think I'm gonna try a third match, and let's see how it goes. This is, in my opinion, a type of battleship that feels like Veliki. So you need to go forward, because if you stay behind, your teammates are just going to die. And then that's going to happen. You just stand out by yourself, and yeah, it's not a good match. So I'm going to try to use Rodney right now as a Musashi, sorry, a IJN YAMATO. We have Massachusetts over here. Hopefully we'll be able to find it. Our job here is to practice two destroyers over here. Sadly, there is going to be always one person hiding on that side, but ideally, of course, we want the yeah, they're going just to start hiding over there. So yeah, there's no fun in that really. Let's start going into this side a little bit. So he thought that he was going to get a shot on me, but no. Oh. Ooh, okay. So that happened. That was a good exchange over there. Okay, let's see. So they're just going to be hiding over there. No point on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try on this side. Full speed ahead. And then we are just going to wrap up this match. I think we are doing pretty well, right? And then I'm going to tell them my final thoughts about this lovely battleship over here. Full speed ahead. All right. So I am really wishing that he doesn't die. Never mind. Well, that's the end. That's the exchange that is over here. Oh, there he is. Yes, I'm happy just to stand over here and take the hits, if I'm completely honest. You are not going to win on an exchange over here. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of the match over there. Victory, yeah, after 3 tries. Of course, I had another fight with Rodney. So remember, guys, if you want to use this battleship, try to go front. Use your HP, because if not, it's low. So people are going to start dying if you don't go forward. Lovely. So I don't have anything to hide, of course. That is also the thing over here. What is my final verdict about this battleship? Or is it worth it? I mean, it's a competitive battleship. You can play with it. It feels like a IJN YAMATO. Of course, it doesn't have the firepower. You absolutely have the HP. So I would like to say that it's like a Yamato with slightly better air defenses and a more desertified set of equipment. I do agree. Yes, I mean it has the missiles and the grenade launchers, because most free-to-play players, I mean, it takes quite some time to be very good with cannons and grenade launchers. So I think it's good that it's across the board. But overall, of course, it's a free battleship at the end of the day, and you can play against other battleships. So I think it's completely worth it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you're having a wonderful day for the time being. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.